Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a do-it-yourself ring, sort of like a trendy, funky, Rockstar type ring, or just any kind of funky, unique ring you want. So here's our final project. It's going to look like this when we're finished. That's how it'll look. Alright, so let's get started. What you're going to need first is you're going to need whatever type of ornament you want to use for the ring. Any type of button is good. Anything that's big. I like big funky things to, just make it something different that it stands out. So I picked this up from the button store, and it's just a little funky little ring, a little funky little gadget. I don't even know what it is. It has this on the back of it. Maybe it's a button cover or something. I don't know. Anyway, I picked this, and so that's what I decided to use to do my ring, or our ring that we're going to do today. So you need your funky button or whatever you want to use. You're going to need your ring bases. You can get these from Joann's or Michael's or any craft store like that, or you can order them online. You're going to also need a pair of scissors, and you'll need felt or any type of fabric you want to use for the backing. You'll need your glue. I suggest the E6000 glue or any type of good sticking adhesive jewelry glue. And you'll need anything that you can use to make your own circular pattern that's even and that's, not crooked. So I use these little patterns that I got from, I think I got them from Joann's. So I use these, and they're good to cut like perfect circles. So you just have to be careful not to cut them if you're using them. So what I would do normally is I'll use these patterns and copy it onto pattern paper and then cut it from the pattern paper so you don't mess these up, because once you cut these circles up, you're pretty much done with it. So let's get started. So I took my circle out. I'm going to use this size here because it's a good size for the circle. So I'm not going to use the pattern paper. I'm going to cut straight directly to the felt. So I have different types of felt here, and this one's kind of textured. I just have different patterns that you can pick whatever. Black, I have turquoise, a tan, more black, and then I also have leather too. So you can really just pick whatever you want to use. So since I used black on the back of the last one, I'm going to use a turquoise on the back of this one. So what we're going to do first is you are going to take your circle pattern and you're going to cut it, you're going to trace it into the felt. So first thing you will do is you need a pen, like a silver pen or a white pen. I would say to use something that will come off easily. So you want to trace your circle around here so that you can be sure to cut a perfect circle. So you trace it around here. You might want to go over it twice to make sure that you got a good base for the trace. Make sure you got it marked really well. So you can see our circle there. So now we're going to cut it out. And with this, you really don't have to be that exact because this pattern in particular is a little bit bigger than our base. So what we're going to do is go back once we have it glued on. We're going to go back and trim it so that it fits perfectly to the ring. All right, that's a little ragged there though. So we have our circle. We're going to take our glue. I usually like to have a piece of cardboard or something down when I'm gluing. And, okay. I'll use this. I usually like to put something down when I'm going to glue as to not mess up the table. So I'm going to use this. Probably be better for you to see what I'm doing anyway. So what we're going to do first is make sure your glue is nice and open. I think mine is because I just used it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on the bottom. I would glue the side of the felt that has the white pin mark on it. I would put glue on that side of the felt. I would put glue on that side of the felt. And that way that side is covered. So I would do just a thin layer on top of the felt. And then I would also take and do a thin layer on the bottom of this. You want to make sure it's thin and not too much, because once you press the two surfaces together, it's going to spread. So what you want to do is make sure you glue it well, and you also want to make sure that in between you're gluing one surface to another, that you give it both surfaces a few, just about 30 seconds or so, so that they can dry. You don't want them to dry, but you want them to get tacky. You want them to be tacky instead of being wet like. You want them, it's better that they're tacky, because then the glue won't spread and the glue won't run when you're trying to press the two surfaces together. And so that way it makes it better in on your final project, because you don't want to have something where you have glue coming out of the sides of it. So you want to make sure that you make sure it dries a little. You can blow it a little to help it. What we'll do is go ahead and prepare our ring back too, so that that glue can have a second to dry as well. So we can kind of speed this process up here. Should be able to complete this project in under 10 minutes. So you want to glue here, blow. For the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and sit this on here. So you're going to sit that on top of there. You can see how it looks right now. So now, if you want to be adventurous, you can probably just keep this color on the bottom of it. And that's actually kind of cute. If you made your ring look like that, that's actually kind of cute as well. So maybe we'll do another one one day that looks like that, but that's pretty cool as well. But I'm going to show you the one that I did already. So we're going to trim. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to trim along the edge. Like so. Kind of be careful so that you're kind of getting an even circular shape going on, which shouldn't be that hard if your item is circular. It should not be that hard. Then you can flip it over and kind of fix the ends or what needs to be fixed. So you can kind of flip it over and do that. I would give it some more time to dry just between the two surfaces, but it doesn't really matter. You can go ahead and see, we put our ring base and I stuck glue on the top of there. And so what I'm going to do is drop a tab of glue in the middle of the ring bottom, just so I personally know where the middle is. So I drop the glue there, blow on it for a second so that it can get tacky. And then we're going to go ahead on the ring base. It's very, very, very important that you let the glue get tacky so that the glue doesn't run, and make sure that you don't have a lot of glue on the ring base, because this is where it will run for sure, and this is for sure where it will look nasty underneath. You know, no one should be under your ring, but if you're making it for someone else, you want it to be the best quality that you can get. So there you go. We're going to stick it right on there. Press it down. You're going to press it down, and we did pretty good. Our glue didn't run. The glue didn't really run, so it's not coming out of the sides of it. So that's pretty good. So we're going to set it down and let it form a little bit more, and then that's it. You're pretty much done. So you're going to let this dry for like 24 hours before you try to wear it out. You need to let it dry because you don't want to be out and about partying and your ring flips off in the club. That wouldn't be cool. So this is our final project. That's it. That's our final. And there you have it. So now you have your do-it-yourself rocker ring or trendy ring, funky ring, whatever you want to call it. But now you know how to do it yourself and make your own ring. It was very fun working with you today. So I hope you enjoyed it and continue being creative. I love you guys. Bye-bye.